Boy, do we have drama here. Now, Genshin Impact just made an announcement about Neuvillette and that they were going to change his kit. And obviously, that was going to be, face backlash from the whole community as long as it's not a buff, right? And apparently, the fix was supposed to kind of nerf him, maybe just change a little bit of his kit. But let's just go through this, right? Genshin Impact made that change, and this is what 3 hours ago. I think this post was 3 hours ago, 6:22 p.m. No, so it was like 3.5 hours ago, and they basically apologize for it. They say that they have been paying close attention to the feedback regarding new version and the fix to the abnormal rotation speed. So they're saying that after everyone feedbacked about the change and they understand everyone's concerns, they are sorry that the fix has resulted in unsatisfactory experience. And they realize that no matter what the original intention was, modifications to release characters would hurt the trust, which is true because in China they have this anti-false advertising rule where if you advertise something, it has to be a certain standard, which is why Zhongli was changed the moment he, like right before his release, right? Because he was supposed to be an Archon, and Archons are supposed to be at a certain level of value to the game in team comps, which is why Venti still has Venti's users, Zhongli has his users, and A has her users, and so on, right? So every Archon is going to be as strong as they advertise it to be because they are gods. Now, Neuvillette has always been super strong. He has broken the game, and to this date, every single person that cleared full star Spiral Abyss within a short period of time have used Neuvillette at least on one side. This has been the norm. It's always been Hyper Bloom's Neuvillette with Nahida or whatever, and that's why a lot of people are kind of reacting very negatively to any change that is not a buff to Neuvillette. Now, there's no reason for them to ever buff Neuvillette because he is super strong. He is the top tier DPS right now in the game. And if they ever did make a change to him and made a buff, people that didn't get him would then complain, and a lot of things would happen on that side as well. Now, they're saying that travelers using different devices achieving similar results prove to be difficult, which is kind of true because the rotation speeds can be adjusted by mouse settings and all that. So you can do 360, you can turn around while blasting that thing, but you can't really do that on phone, so they kind of wanted to fix that issue. So the original intention was to ensure that under normal gameplay, the charge attack damage remain consistent for everyone without affecting intended controls by travelers, which is basically the different platforms that you're using, like console, mobile, or computer. They want to uniformly, like you basically just make the damage the same consistently throughout every single platform, right? Like uniformed. And with this premise, yeah, they wanted to adjust the rotation. After fix went live and travelers experienced it firsthand, players provided a lot of feedback. So some travelers mentioned that it is more clunky, which is kind of why they had a lot of backlash negatively. And therefore, after compiling and gathering whatever, they have issued a compensation of 1,600 primogems. Now, for those that are not as familiar with how currency works in these gacha games, 1.6k is equivalent to 10 summons, which is a multi. Now, this is something that Genshin has almost never done. They have never acknowledged their mistake this way, and they have never given this big of a compensation. Most of the time, it's some Mora, some adventure books, and maybe 20 primogems, or one summon. But this is something new. I'm pretty sure they are facing the competitive nature of Wuthering Waves, and a lot of people are jumping ship and stuff like that, comparing them to the compensation done by Kuro Games. And I'm pretty sure this is it. And 1.6k, sincerely apologize. So the developers in Genshin definitely learned from some of the Wuthering Waves things and side of things. And look at the comments here. Yeah, like everyone in the comments just basically showed how rare it is to actually have Hoyo listen to the player base, and give enough compensation. Just look at the amount of comments being surprised that it's a 10 pull, the surprise that there's a nerf reverted, and this is just really uncommon for Mihoyo. So I think they're stepping in the right way, right, the right path to basically appease the player base, because obviously they acknowledge that they did a bad thing, right? It was a mistake to even change the kit. But yeah, they are finally seeing feedback, and it's great. It's great seeing that. Very interested to know how everyone views this information and how they handle the situation. And that's kind of it for me for now, and see you in the next one.